Thanks, Wes. And a woman claims that the Virgin Islands government hit her parked car and refuses to repair it. News Channel 8's Wes Small has this exclusive story you'll only see on News Channel 8.
I'm here with Kiara, who has a story to tell you. Her car was damaged by a government vehicle, and she hasn't had any satisfaction. Go ahead, Kiara. Tell us what's going on with that.
Well, I got my car hit the 10th month of March at 2009. Since then, I've been running up and down like, a chicken. And I haven't heard from them. They didn't even have the decency to rent me a car. I live far. I have two little rugrats. You know how that is. If in emergency, I can't to and from. I have laundry. I have stuff to do. And it's kind of hard. And these people, they wouldn't know what's happening until it happened to them. So I'm wondering, well, hey, some people say it's going to take me a year to find out, what's going to be happening. I want to know what's going on with these people because it's not them and it's not fair. You see?
And you don't want to wait too long and you need some help. Who hit your car?
Some guy by the name of Pedro Regis works, I think, at the agriculture. I think it's property and procurement. And they just, since then I ain't hearing nothing, and they have me running around, and it's driving me nuts because I need to go to and from, and where I live is very far, and it's to walk to get to and from. These days, people ain't doing you a favor, it's hard. So I'm just wondering if this is going to let them see how serious it is, and see if I could get some kind of assistance soon too, because it's a long weekend.
All right, sweetheart. We certainly hope she can get some help. Government vehicle hit her car, and she's not getting any satisfaction, and hopefully by this report, she can get some help. All right, please keep us posted on what happens, sweetheart.
I will.
Sorry for your inconvenience. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. And your Caribbean report is coming up next. Stay with us on News Channel 8. Welcome back, and here's your Caribbean report for this week. In Kingston, Jamaica. Jamaica may, if necessary, ban the import of pork products and live swine from the United States and Canada to prevent the deadly new swine flu from entering the Caribbean island. Such a ban would apply to live swine, pork, and pork products from both nations. Nassau, the Bahamas. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, in partnership with Rotary Bahamas, will host their 12th annual Model United Nations session this week. The session serves to stimulate the work for the UN and bring together students from the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands. And finally, in Kingston, Jamaica, the government of Jamaica is not expected to return to its capital markets this fiscal year, but expected loan inflows from the multilateral financial situations will assist in meeting financial obligations. This was the word from the Ministry of Finance and the Public Sector, Audrey Shaw. And that's your Caribbean report for this week. Well, the kids just returned from the Penn Relays. News Channel 8's Wes Small has the details.
All right, we're with Coach Foy once again, and they're fresh back from the Penn Relays. That's where our young men and women went over and represented on Penn State University campus track and field as we sent our best over there. Now, as we last left you, Coach Foy was on his way without food allowances. Sadly, we had to go up there with empty bellies, but we're going to find out how we went up there, how we fared, Coach. How did we do?
We did excellent. As I said, we got a lot of young kids in 9 and 10 grade, 10 and 11 grades, but 1 or 2 in 12. The experience was great for the kids. It was an eye-opener for them. Right now, we could put a team together from combining the kids them from all the high schools and sending the place and represent the Virgin Islands. I expect them to medal. As I said before, Charlotte and Mali take their kids. The girls win their heat in the 4x1. The 4x4, they had an injury. The boys didn't fare so well. Central High, they run third in both their heats, the 4x1 and 4x4. Complex run fourth in the 4x1 and 4x4. But as I said, it's a whole heap of young kids. We got a future ahead of us. The next 2 years, we should be back in the mix. We should be able to pull our wheel out. Since I had the experience of going up there and seeing the weather condition was a big factor for the girls on Thursday. It was really, really cold. They didn't expect that. They were surprised. But we tell them we don't have control of the elements. That's something they got to get used to. We take kids up there before who ran in the cold, who produce. And they see other kids from the Caribbean who are running the cold and producing. So the experience was great. I'd like to say thanks to all who contributed to allowing the kids the opportunity to go. It's the biggest high school track meet in the United States. And as I said before, we are always in the mix. We have the talent. We need to afford the kids them more opportunity to compete. When the coaches here, we only do 1 or 2 track meet. They're like shocked to see the performance of our kids, how they're performing with just 1 or 2 track meet under the belt.
Yeah, I want to stop you there because after I got home from our last interview, my neighbors in my place were like, Wes, how can we help out? Because they really want to jump on the ball. So before we wrap this up, I want you to put out some numbers, how the viewers, News Channel 8 viewers, can contribute their money and their time to these youngsters, because it is working, what you're talking about. Now, you want to wrap this up with?
You know, Wes, it was an insult to the kids them though. You know, I can't bypass this one. The same guy who called and refused to give the kids them the money for the food show up at Penn. That was a slap in the kids them face. You know, he probably used the same food money that he was supposed to allocate for the kids to go up to Penn, rent a ride, stay in a hotel, and I sure you get a stipend to buy food. How could we allow someone like this to travel after not providing the meals for the kids? To me, I could never understand it.
Coach, how can people contact
they
the
could
team?
contact Carl Education Complex, Mr. Peters, at 277-3637.
277-3637, and you can donate something to the kids.
Yeah, you know, because as I said, we can't send out our kid on air pie and wind sauce.
Okay.
That's unbelievable, never heard of in the world.
And air pie and wind sauce and cruise and talk is nothing to eat at all. I'm Wes Small for News Channel.